Hello and welcome dear students to our series of grammar in use. In this video we are going to explore the passive with modals. You are requested to get a pen and notepad ready so that you can take down the pointers and construct the sentences along with us. Let us dive into it. Let us first understand what are modals. Modals are words that set certain tone in our writing or in our sentences. For example, words like can, could, shall, should, will, would, etc. The passive voice is where the focus is on the action and not on the person or the agent who did that action. So when we combine the two, that is modal with passive voice, the focus is that the passive form gives more stress to the person who is receiving that action. Now let us begin. Modal verbs in English can be used in passive forms. Remember one pointer that the modals, may it be in active or passive, they do not change at all. As with other passive constructions, the emphasis changes to the object that receives the action. That means the object of the sentence, more stress is given to it or more emphasis is given to the object of the sentence with the use of modals. So modal is setting the tone in our writing. Let us begin with the first pointer. Modals in the present passive. Modals in passive forms do not change. That means should remains should only. The sentence starts with the modal. You can see the passive voice. The construction begins with the modal, that is should. Then the verb be, then the verb be of the auxiliary plus the past participle told. That is how the construction is built with the passive modal. Let us see the example that is before us. You should tell Barbara the exciting news. Over here, the present tense with the modal. Let us see the passive. Barbara should be told the exciting news. We have present passive with the modal should and be is introduced before we bring the past tense, the past participle of tell, that is told. So Barbara should be told. Over here, should is the stress word and it is adding certain tone in the action. Let us look at certain more constructions to develop a better understanding. Should the package be delivered to your house or your office? Over here, be delivered is the action and should is setting the tone for the question. You can see the question mark. So it is a question. The next sentence is the treasure chest can only be opened with a special key. Be opened, can be opened. It can is setting the tone with the possibility. All new employees must be shown what to do if there is a fire. Be shown is the uh, sentence. Must is adding the tone which is with a lot of authority and stress. So must is the strongest in the modals. Example, may, should and must. If all three are in a row, may is the softer, should is slightly stronger and must is the strongest. So must is adding a tone to this sentence. All the employees must be shown what to do if there is a fire. So this sentence is said with lot of authority. Now let us see how this sentence is constructed. The structure, let us analyze the structure. The subject, we have the noun or pronoun, the thing that receives the action. Modal adds verbs that can go here. It adds stress or emphasis on the action, and that action is more, the emphasis is more towards the receiving person or the person who receives the action. Then we have the be form that stays the same no matter what the subject is. Past participle is the main verb which is in the past participle form, and then we have the rest of the sentence. Now let us see the sentence that we have. Barbara should be told the news. So we have analyzed the structure. At this point, I request you to pause the video and construct one sentence which has should, be, or any other verb, and the remaining part of the sentences can be changed. Let us proceed. The second pointer that we have is modals in the perfect passive. Modals in perfect tense can become passive by replacing have with have been. This is a very simple pointer. The managers should have been, the managers should have given Daniel more time. The managers should have given Daniel more time. Should have given is perfect tense with modal. Now let us see the passive voice. Daniel should have been given. Been is introduced in the passive voice. Should have been given more time. Let us look at certain more examples to understand this should have changing to should have been. We should have been told that the concert was cancelled. Would have changes to would have been. The robber would have been arrested if he hadn't been so quick. Might have changes to might have been. The leaking pipe might have been fixed now, should we ask? Could have changes to could have been. Lots of people think that the fire could have been prevented. At this point, requesting you to construct similar sentences with the structure that is on screen. Now let us look at the structure. This will help you analyze your own sentence structure, whether you are right or wrong in your construction. Let us analyze. We have the subject. It can be noun, pronoun. We are using the third person pronoun. Modal verb. We are using should. Have been stays the same with the subject. Participle is in the third form of the verb and the remaining part of the sentence. He should have been given more time. The thing that is receiving the action is he. The for stress we are using the word should. Have been remains the same because the tense that we have changed. Should have changes to should have been, and given is the third form of the tense. Give, gave, given. So we use the third form, that is the participle, and more time is the remaining part of the sentence. With this, we have come to the end of the video. If you like the video, click on like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for your kind attention.